Hello, my name is Jace Daniel. I'm the creator of this channel, and I've been on this channel for 13, 14 years now. I think I started in 2008, and since then I've just been making, short films, sketches, and eventually moved to features. I think I did my first feature in 2015, I think, and that was Tomorrow Maybe. And now then after that I did Tune Out, which is my second feature, both of which are on my page, and they're doing wonderfully. But the funny thing about my first feature, Tomorrow Maybe, is there was a deleted scene in the movie that we shot, and I had it on my hard drive, and I was kind of like, nah, I'll put it on YouTube as a short film, and just forgot about it for 2 years until I look back at the analytics and I see that my channel had gotten 10 million views. I'm like, what? And 100,000 subscribers. And I'm like, where did that come from? And I look in my video that I had just put out there, just kind of like an afterthought, had been getting literally millions of views. And now it's up to like 115 million views. And so it all kind of came really quickly, because after 13 years of YouTube, I kind of started to give up on it. I was kind of like, yeah, what am I doing here? I'm just gonna just move features and forget YouTube. But after this whole thing happened, I was kind of like, oh wow, I guess I have to be a YouTuber now, since I've got all this crazy viewership and 200 plus thousand subscribers. So now I'm kind of at a crossroad right now of what do I want to do with the channel. And I think what the thing is, I'm going to start making a couple more short films. Uh, I have maybe like two or three that are already shot that I'll be posting up the next couple weeks. And then I'll move on to probably my next feature, depending on how well things go. But I just wanted to thank everyone for giving me this, because like I said, I didn't expect any of this, and it all happened so quickly that uh, it didn't even feel real, because after so long of getting like my top video was like 100 views, all of a sudden I'm like this big YouTuber now. Well, I mean, that's what, judging by I'm going by the viewership, it's a big YouTube channel, because um, none of my other videos really are that big as that today short little thing was. But still, it feels like, wow, this is a real YouTube channel now. I just got to figure out what to do with it. So that's kind of what my next plan is right now, is just to kind of get some more projects going, and hopefully get some more another feature. I have uh, three features in the works right now. I have a horror comedy that I've been working with a another filmmaker. I have a supernatural, kind of like a film noir thing going on, that ends up being kind of like this big apocalyptic kind of thing. But that's one that's I'm not quite ready for, because it's going to be that's $1 million production, and that's, even though my channel is doing well, not that well. I can't afford to do $1 million movie right now. I have another crime drama that I'm working on, that's more cerebral and more kind of in the vein of, like, I like to call it like Fight Club meets Seven. So psychological side of Fight Club, but then the brutal crime realism of Seven, with a bit of David Lynch thrown in there for this kind of the surrealism. But yeah, so I've been working on those things, and just trying to figure out what do you guys want. You guys can post in the comments of like, what do you want from me? Because again, I don't know. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't know what the audience is. I just know that there's lots of views and lots of subscribers, and now I'm just trying to figure out, what do I do next? What do you guys want from me? Would you like to see more features? Would you like to see more short films, or movie review stuff? I was kind of thinking that maybe I could start reviewing some movies that I liked. But there's so many reviewers on YouTube. I kind of feel that's like, why listen to just me? I mean, there's plenty of other people to go, but and I have my opinions on movies, but nothing that hasn't really been said before. So not quite leaning in that direction. I think I'm more interested in doing something like original, like creative, either by my own writing or my writing and someone else's directing, or go back to what I usually would do and just direct, write, shoot all by myself. But again, after 13 years of doing that by myself, it definitely has come to a point where I'm kind of burned out. And I have been out of the game for about 3 years of shooting stuff. So I could think I'm kind of on my return phase, or at least I'm entering into my return phase. And having my YouTube channel blow up like this definitely has been an inspiration to go like, maybe I should just get back into it. It's just kind of unfortunate that this happened this time of my life when I'm kind of like at the burned out stage of filmmaking, that I get all this success, because in my mind I want to do more, but my body and my emotional state is just kind of like, oh boy, that's a lot of work. But again, I really want to create. I really want you guys to have more content to be watching, and so I want to do it. I'm gonna do it for you guys, because I get joy out of just having people watch my stuff. I don't really care about the money. I don't really care about like fame or anything. I just want people to like my stuff. So if that means I have to kind of push myself a little bit and to get back into the game, that's what I'm going to do, and I fully plan on doing that. But I do want to know. I don't, again, I'm not a YouTuber, so I don't know what I need to do to sustain the level of the channel, because I'm already at over 100,000 views, 100 million views. So I'm already there. I have it in my hand. I just need to figure out where do I put it. So if you guys want to like give me some ideas, share the word out, because I realize that my audience has not reached the States. A lot of it is in Asia, which is great, but at the same time, I think my content is more catering towards a Western audience. So I'd like to see if I can tap into Western audiences a little bit and get the word out, because so far my analytics says that there's very, very few viewers of North America and South America. A lot of it is in Asia. But again, viewers are viewers. It doesn't matter to me. But I believe that my style and my movies does kind of cater towards a Western audience, because I don't know anything about Asian audiences and what they want. I'm American, so I don't. I'm kind of a typical dumb white American. But so I want to see what that avenue can go, if I can tap into a more domestic audience. So if that means doing comedy, because again, comedy is subjective, and different cultures are different, what they find funny and what they don't. And I think my style of humor is definitely on the darker end of the spectrum. I love wordplay. I love awkward situations or cringe comedy, and I love gross out humor. Even though I'm not really a fan of watching gross out humor, I still it's a lot more fun to watch an audience cringe at something just like, am I watching right now? I find that very funny. But equally as much as I love comedy, I love drama, and I love mystery and thriller. And most of my stuff has kind of been half and half, like drama versus comedy. But I really want to try like doing something like intense, like a thriller, maybe even a horror movie. I mean, I do have the horror comedy coming up, but again, that's more catering towards the humorous side of my style. And I'd like to do something, that really just sort of engages an audience on a very visceral, emotional level, where they can, like Breaking Bad or something of David Fincher. Really intense, realistic thrillers with an interesting twist, or characters that do things that you never would expect, or characters that you can kind of see yourself in, who are doing stuff that you would never do. Um, you know, so yeah, that's kind of what I haven't posted in a while, so I figured I'd kind of get you guys an update of what the plan is, where this page is going, where this channel is headed. And yeah, and if you have any comments, you have any suggestions for what you want to see out of my style or my channel, go ahead and leave them in the comments, because I am very pumped to get back into the filmmaking game. So yeah, just to let you guys know, things are in the pipeline, and I hope you guys stick around. Take care.